A special train had arrived one day, and the Fat Controller welcomed the passengers. They looked at everything in the yard and photographed the engines. Duck's driver let them ride inside his cab. They are the Railway Society, his driver explained. They've come to see us. Their engine's City of Truro. He was the first engine to go 100 miles an hour. Let's get finished, so we can go talk to him. Oh, said Duck. Awkward. He's probably too famous to even notice us. Rubbish, smiled Duck's driver. Come on. Duck found City of Truro at the calling stage. Will you mind if I talk to you? He asked shyly. Of course, smiled the famous engine. I see you are one of the US. You are one of us. Or try to teach more ways, said Duck mostly. Please, can you tell me how you beat the Southwestern? So, City of Truro told Duck all about his famous run from Plymouth to Bristol, more than 50 years ago. They were soon firm friends, and talked Great Western all that night. City of Truro left early next morning. Good riddance, grumbled Gordon. Chattering all night, keeping us important engines up. Who is he anyway? He's City of Truro. He's famous. As famous as me? Nonsense. He's famous than you. He ran 100 miles an hour before you even drawn or thought of. Huh, so he says, but I didn't like his looks. He's got no dome, said Gordon darkly. Never trust Domless engines. They are not respectable. I never boast, continued Gordon loosely, but 100 miles an hour will be easy for me. Goodbye. Presently, Duck took some trucks to Edward Station. He was cross, and it was lucky for those trucks that they tried to no tricks. Hello, called Edward. The famous City of Truro came through this morning. He whistled to me. Was he kind? He's the finest engine in the world, replied Duck. Then he told Edward what Gordon had said. Take no notice, soon Edward. He's just jealous because he thinks no engine should be famous as he is. Look, he's coming now. Gordon's boiler had seemed to be swollen larger than ever. He was running fast. He swayed from side to side as the wheels pounded the rails. He did it, I'll do it! He did it, I'll do it! He panted. This train rocketed past and was gone. Edward chuckled and winked at Duck. He's trying to do a City of Truro, he says. Duck was so cross. You should think he might knock himself to bits, he snorted. Gordon's driver wheezed him off. Steady, Gordon, he said. We aren't winning a race. We are then, said Gordon, but he said it to himself. I never noticed him ride so roughly before, mocked his driver. The fireman grabbed a handle to steady him off. Soon Gordon began to feel a little queer. The top of my boiler seems funny, he thought. It feels as if something is loose. I better go slow. But it was too late. They met the wind on the viaduct. It was a nice and gentle wind, or it was a hard and steady wind. The wind blew so hard in puffs. Gordon thought he wanted to push him off the bridge. No, you don't, he said firmly. But the wind had other ideas. It curled around his boiler, crept under his loose dome, and lifted it off, and away into the valley below. Gordon felt most uncomfortable. The cold wind was whistling through the hole where his dome should be, and he felt silly without it. At Edward Station, all the people laughed at him. Gordon tried to wish them away, but they crowded around no matter what he did. On the way back, he wanted his driver to stop and fetch his dome, and was very cross when he didn't. He hoped the shed was empty tonight, but all the other engines were there waiting. Never trust Domless engines, said a voice. They are not respectable.